Welcome to the Out Topic Podcast, episode 115. I'm Koba the Gorilla.
And I'm H.
And we're back today, guys. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. It was a very eventful week. How was your day yesterday, brother?
My day was great, actually. Finally having some beers. We watched the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble was pretty sick, dude.
Had some good dinner, too.
Yeah. What did we... Oh, yeah. We ate chicken and shit. That's good, man. Yeah, elephant in the room. I didn't know the Royal Rumble was still going to be good with all the Vince McMahon shit that came out.
Yeah, so...
Obviously, if you guys know, Vince McMahon is, has been in charge of the WWE since we were kids.
Yeah.
Up until lately, he's been the board executive of TKO, their partnership brand with the UFC and WWE. And he is ongoing in a lawsuit with a former WWE employee, Janelle Grant, where she accuses him of sexual misconduct, of course, trafficking her sexually, and a million other fucking things. And
so it is all breaking news.
Christ.
Like, it's all going on as we record right now.
Yeah, it's still going on.
I mean, yesterday, actually, we'll get more into deep with the Royal Rumble of things that were supposed to happen, but didn't happen due to all these allegations that came out.
Yeah, and then there's also other wrestlers being included, like Brock Lesnar, which wasn't mentioned by name, but he was mentioned as a former UFC heavyweight champion,
kind of
now a wrestler. So that's pretty fucking interesting. We'll get into why Brock did not show up to the Royal Rumble as planned. It fucking did turn everything upside down, to be honest with you. So, all right.
Brock Lesnar kind of got I haven't, but Brock Lesnar kind of got turned out like with that what's it called, that psychologist or whatever Larry was seeing.
Yeah,
getting burned out.
Yeah,
it was all the same way.
It's a Curb reference for those of you that don't get it, but.
Yeah, but let's get in. No, I haven't seen the text, actually. I know what's going on, but you were explaining more about it.
The texts are so, it's so old man that learned how to send text.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so that. It's like your aunt's Facebook post if she was sexting and if she was Vince McMahon. You know? All right. So, following the threesome on May 11, 2020, McMahon sent an explicit message to Miss Grant, further detailed his fantasies of seeing her engaged in sexual relations. I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be fucked twice a day, and not just with blank in a three-way. They cover the name of the other person. Why not let others see the voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? He misspelled scream and wrote screen, but he meant scream. Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth, your pussy, all over your tits and ass, and all at the same time. You'll be covered in cum, and we'll make you eat it all and taste everybody's cum. The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more. After all that fucking over and over. Fuck, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. And then this is another text. After the threesome began, McMahon became more sadistic, and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios in which Miss Grant wants to be physically overwhelmed and subservient. So this is the next text, guys. You need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your pussy and way up your ass. As far as it will go, but even further, pal. And the thickest cock goes down your throat so it makes you gag and convulse. As those big black cocks pound away, it feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it's made you come nonstop. Just one continuous constant orgasm, and just before you pass out, those big black dicks squirt their loads of cum inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the cum is coming out of all your holes. I'll turn you over and jack off all over you. Fucking Christ, dude. I'm not even done, by the way. Let me turn the PlayStation off.
That's a long list.
What do you think so far?
To be honest, I mean, everybody kind of knew Vince was always like kind of weird, in that way.
Perv, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not surprising. He's an older guy. Doesn't know technology too well.
Yeah.
Of course, he's gonna get caught up.
What doesn't surprise you, like the way he talks, or like the fact that this got out, or everything?
Doesn't surprise me that it got out.
It doesn't surprise me either because, so allegedly, he agreed to pay Miss Grant $3 million. He paid her the $1 million, and then just never paid her the other $2 million. Which, if that is true, you're a fucking moron. Just pay her the $3 million. You're a billionaire. Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're bringing in, allegedly, dozens of other men into it and like making it like a whole train and orgy thing. Like that's fucking insane, And so yesterday after the Royal Rumble, they had their media scrum. You know how they have the press conferences?
Yeah.
That Tony Khan did first, by the way. But anyway,
I saw Triple H.
Yeah.
Somebody asked him.
They asked him, and everyone was disappointed. And Paul Levesque, a.k.a. better known as Triple H, how he answered the question. Quote said he's focusing on the more positive things, like selling out the arena. And we'll listen to the answer now.
Do exactly what you would expect me to do. Look, we just had an amazing week. I just said a 10-year, $5 billion Netflix deal. Rock joining our board. We just sold out the Royal Rumble with 48,000 people in the Tropicana Field. I choose to focus on the positive. And yes, there's a negative, but I want to focus on that and just keep it to that.
I think he was just doing his job.
I think that's shitty of him.
But remember, he's married to Stephanie too.
Yeah, but you're a businessman though.
He is. But I think he was looking more towards the family part than.
First of all, I think they all knew how he was.
I think he was just trying to be even, trying to ignore that and then just try to cover it with all the.
But how can you ignore the head of your company fucking getting moved out in shame, though?
I mean, I would think I would still have to say something so far it's currently going on.
Say something, we're investigating.
We can't say things because due to legal issues,
Yeah, say something.
But don't ignore it too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Where you can't shit your pants and it smells like shit, and then you're like, I don't smell anything. Yeah, dude, you shit your pants.
Yeah,
he got taken out of the company in shame for horrible things that he's allegedly done. You can't pretend oh, well, we sold out the Royal Rumble. Dude, who gives a fuck? That's fucking ridiculous. Why did Cody Rhodes have a better answer than he did?
I didn't hear Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes had a way better answer, and that actually shows. It actually shows how ready Cody Rhodes is, when it comes to media stuff.
Yeah.
And I was very impressed with his answer. It's pretty clean, and I'll show
he won by the way yesterday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right now.
Hell yeah.
But
I know as far as the news is concerned, we were finding it out and reading the same thing that you guys were reading. And you said a dark cloud, certainly. As far as TKO, Nick Khan, the board, clearly took it very seriously, acted immediately, and looking at the future, I don't know the answer to that, and I think somewhere is probably a basic tenet of just this crew, more than ever, from a roster standpoint, is very family. Never seen anything like this. Most of the time, wrestling locker rooms are fighting, talking trash about each other, making fun of each other, sandbagging each other in the ring, all that nonsense. This crew is very team-based, and perhaps that's the ingredient. Is everyone looking out for everyone, being accountable? And I know, for me as a performer and competitor, I've been through dark periods in our industry before. And it might sound cheesy, but it's very reinforcing, if you're in my position, that it's a time when, hey, we got 50,000 people out here. I want to give them something else from this weekend that isn't a terrible situation, terrible news. And I think we were able to do that, obviously.
All right, so that was Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes talking about the allegations, and I think his answer was perfect. I'm learning as you guys go. I'm also finding out these things as you guys are. Obviously, TKO, Nick Khan took it very seriously because they made Vince McMahon step down. We're investigating, and I don't know all the answers.
I just feel the people you have to ask is probably the people upstairs, like the TKO people who are higher than Triple H.
No, they asked Triple H. He's the highest of the highest. He is Vince McMahon now.
I think they have to, or they would have to ask the other side too as well. I mean, I don't know.
But my point is, like,
you can't get much right now at the moment, regardless.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, if you don't know all the answers, that's cool. Cody clearly didn't know all the answers, but like, just talk about it. Where like Triple H, who I fucking love Triple H, like, no te hagas pendejo, you know? Yeah. Like, don't act like you don't like. Oh, we sold out the arena. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know? But I don't know. I think Cody Rhodes gave a great answer. And actually, I wouldn't be shocked if Cody one day has like a high level position in the company.
I'll be shocked.
I was very proud of that answer.
He feels it, and he's a smart guy too.
Yeah,
he's always been in the business too. And I mean, I think having a fucking family full of wrestlers since the 80s, 70s, I think he has a great background.
And legendary wrestlers too. So good for Cody. I was very happy for Cody about that.
What about you personally? Would you want Vince McMahon back or something to do with WWE nowadays?
I don't think
they need. Don't mind it.
I think they haven't needed Vince McMahon in a long time. And when I say a long time, I say like 10 years. I don't think Vince McMahon has been on top of his game.
Well, he's old.
Since like 2000 fucking. I'm being nice.
2011.
Like I was gonna say 2008. Like, cause there was that weird time in wrestling where like no one gave a fuck about wrestling.
You're right.
Where like Raw arenas were empty, like scary shit like that. Like there were times where I feel like after he went publicly traded company, that's when he lost his mind a little more. Cause even Jim Cornette, who like doesn't work for them, he doesn't need to defend anyone. Even he says it like, I never saw like this side of Vince. Like we always knew he was he liked pussy and everything, you know. Mm-hmm. But we never saw him like slap a waitress's ass or like anything like that. Like you never heard like, oh, did you see how Vince got last night? Like you never heard that, you know. So I believe Jim Cornette when he says that, but I feel like ya cuando se involucró a like John Laurinaitis and like the new era of backstage foods when like JR was gone and Jim Cornette was way gone, I feel like maybe he could have gone a little crazier.
Just had a fucking full team of clowns, basically.
Yeah, exactly. You have a full team of clowns who are gonna say what you want and blah blah blah, and
just gonna suck your dick.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, man. I don't think they need him anymore. What I would do is I just keep him out.
I would too. Hopefully, Triple H does that, you know, or has him out. How they've been doing it.
Yeah, because they don't need him anymore. I mean, like what's Vince McMahon does not know what the wrestling fans want in 2024. Like 100%.
He did as part of an era already.
Oh man, 100%. I'll never forget that. You know,
you did everything. Like you're done. Like there's a time to quit. There's a time when you're supposed to know when to get out.
Yeah.
And I'm a true believer of that. Like when you know you're done or you gave it all your all, like step out, regardless of some people want you or not. You know you should know what you want or what's best for you.
Yeah, that's why I hate this whole like workaholic thing, and this is why I kind of hate workaholic culture. Where like, oh, like I'll never retire, and I kind of get it too. I'll retire when I'm dead, like blah blah. Like
yeah, at the end of the day, like no te llevas nada, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
or no, you don't experience the full thing of life. I guess you don't have nothing to talk for yourself besides your job.
Yeah, or you start to get in your own way. You start to get in other people's way because you're still there, and it's like, are you still supposed to be there? Like no. Like but
you're still there.
Yeah, there are more texts. There's a couple more. I'm almost done. So fuck, man.
People are out thinking like this is probably some fucking Patreon episode.
I know, dude. It's all fucking sexy and shit. Around this time, McMahon openly shared explicit photographs and salacious stories about Miss Grant with WWE crew at TV tapings, a group McMahon also referred to as her fan club. McMahon exuberantly messaged her a truthful story of having just shared explicit content of her with a group of 12 men on the WWE tech crew and recounted the obscene details he shared with the men. So basically, this part of the suit is saying that he showed a lot of the guys in the crew those videos and photos, and he was allegedly setting them up for like a train or an orgy, whatever you want to call it. So he was also showing people, like, you know. So this text refers to that. I just passed my phone around to a bunch of guys on the tech crew. They were screaming, "Oh my God, she's fucking beautiful. Look at that ass. I'd like to get that." I paused to count out loud how many guys there were. 12. I then said, "Okay, there's 12 of you, and she would love to fuck each and every one of you at one time." The guys cheered, but she will only do it if she takes 3 dicks at the same time. That brought a huge reaction. She wants one deep in her ass, one way down her throat, and one in her pussy. And you can pound her and keep on pounding her till you pop your load. She may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a dick down her throat. They laughed. I then said, "Listen, no matter what, just pound away till you squirt." It's fucking crazy. I don't know.
Fuck.
I do this fucked.
I don't think nothing's gonna happen to him. Probably like a 60-day sentence in home prison or whatever.
I don't think he'll go to prison, but he'll definitely like lose everything.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
You think so? I don't think he'll be okay.
Lose a couple million.
I'm not saying he's gonna lose everything. I'm just saying like
probably
his reputation. I mean, like he's fucked.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how much of a human being there still is left in him, where if he even cares if his family talks to him anymore. I don't know. But
it's a billionaire mind.
Excuse me, guys. I'm really getting better. But I think he's like, you'll never see him in a WWE ring again, 100%. And they might do the whole Chris Benoit treatment where they'll never say his name again.
Damn, that far.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, shit.
Because I was talking to a buddy of mine from work, and he's like a big sports fan. And he was telling me, like, you can never come back from sexual shit when it comes to sports. And I was like, wait, that's not true. Like, I feel like NFL players always get in trouble. And he was like, no, like, you can beat your girlfriend's ass and drunk drive and all that shit, and they'll have you back because you're fucking good at playing football. But once it's like maniac shit, I think you're done. Like, look at Chris D'Elia. Like, he never came back 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never going to be a star ever again. Like, and he didn't even rape anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the crazy part. This fool allegedly did pass girls around and stuff like that. And then it starts to open up other conversations. Like, do you remember that WWE diva, Ashley? She was like a rockera. She had a backwards hat.
Oh, yeah.
Blonde.
Yeah.
So she killed herself, right?
Oh, shit.
A long time ago. There were rumors, well, whatever. There were rumors that she got raped by a bunch of Marines at that Tribute to the Troops show.
Oh, shit.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember.
Allegedly, she got paid like money to shut the fuck up, and then a couple years later, she killed herself. And that's fucking sad.
Yeah, it is.
And this is what I mean by, like, as I get older, I'm a little smarter, and I think I can speak for you too. Like, we understand things more. Where, like, it's easy to say, like, oh, well, she took the money, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she fucking agreed, right? Blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, dude, like, just because I get it, but, like, that's still fucked up, dude. Like, that's still someone that killed themselves, you know? Like, who, like, you go to this troop show to pay tribute to these heroes, and these heroes fucking rape you, and you never emotionally recover from it, and then you kill yourself. Even though you took money or not, like, you deserve justice. Like, that's fucked up, you know? And with this girl, Miss Grant, I get it. Like, yes, you know, you did take money from Vince, and you did agree to do this stuff, but, like, I don't know, like, is it not possible that she did these things out of fear, you know? Like, is it not possible that...
A lot of it could be.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, they offer you the money to stay quiet, but then you're like, you don't really want it, but that's your only option.
Yeah. And he didn't even pay you all the money he tells you. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that guy, dude. He's a piece of shit. My question, too, I'll ask you. what do you think happens to Brock Lesnar? Allegedly, Brock Lesnar was one of the guys that was involved in all those texts and stuff.
We probably won't see Brock Lesnar in the WWE again.
That's what I think either. That's what I think too. I feel like right now, Brock Lesnar is fucking in Minnesota just fucking closing out everything. He's probably turning off his phone, fucking doing everything.
Pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure his lawyer told him to.
Yeah, like no one knows where that fucker lives. I heard. Like,
and that would also affect him with UFC too, though, right?
I mean, he doesn't need money.
No, he doesn't. But I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure you don't want to lose that reputation, you know? Especially Brock. Brock's a way younger athlete, you know. Like he still has a long life to live. Vince, he's 78. He's probably gonna die in 5 years, you know.
I agree with you, right? Like, there's more to lose.
I think it's more fucked up for Brock if shit happens to Brock, you know.
So allegedly, that. Because it was that time during 2021-ish, like COVID, where Brock had retired because he didn't like the not wrestling, and he didn't like the wrestling in front of no crowd, right? And like WWE like really wanted him back, and according to Vince McMahon, that was part of him re-signing, is that he gets to fuck that girl, and that he had her send videos of a former UFC heavyweight champion / WWE wrestler, Brock Lesnar, a video of her pissing in a cup, and that they were going to have a play date together. That's the exact words. And that a snowstorm canceled it. Because you know how those places, like those states, when there's snow, like you can't do anything. So, that's fucking crazy. The Brock Lesnar thing, I don't think you'll ever see him in a WWE ring again. I don't think he cares about being in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he cares about wrestling.
I think he cares more about UFC, though.
I don't think he cares about anything. No? I think he just cares about money, which he has it now. He's been having it.
He's been having it.
Yeah, but like he doesn't care about it. Like he's never loved his business. Like
you don't
ever.
Think so?
Fuck no. He's very straightforward about it.
He's just pretty good at it. Like where
he's good at it. He
gets away with it.
He gets away with it. He doesn't know love for that. He's never shown up to.
I mean, if that's the case, that makes me feel a little better. Like at least for him, you know, at least he'll have money.
No, yeah, I mean, in the sense that like he's that type of guy where like I want my match to be on first so I can catch a plane as soon as I go to the back and take a shower and catch my plane back. Like last WrestleMania, he was the first match of the card.
Oh shit!
Because he wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude is just get in, get out. Like he does not love this shit. And it's okay. Like I used to hate that about him when I was like a younger kid.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah, but it's like true. Like he doesn't give a fuck about the business. Like he said it many times. I don't care if I'm in the Hall of Fame. I don't care who respects me. I don't really like respect anyone. Like
no, but that's I don't know. Yeah. It's a sport. Like to me, loving a business like a sport. Like well, you gotta love it. If it's something like franchise or something like some other type of corporate job, yeah, don't give a fuck about it. But when it's sports, like damn,
yeah, well, that's
there's a different love for it. I don't know.
No, that's because you grew up loving sports. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct. But like working for a sport, that'd be amazing. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
Brock. I respect.
No, but I get it though. Like you see it as like that little kid who's like still. You'll always be like a fan of X team or X player. You know what I'm saying? Like you're all. It's like if you find out that like Cristiano Ronaldo fucking hates fucking soccer, you know, like or like whatever. Like
I don't mind that they hate soccer as long as you know they perform well. Like Carlos Vela.
Wait, but you just said
no. But well, for me, like if I was in their position, it'd be kind of hard for me, you know, or being an athlete that doesn't like their sport, like that's pretty hard. I feel, even though there's players that do perform really well, like Carlos Vela, he doesn't like soccer, but.
You think so?
He doesn't. He said it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He likes basketball more.
I feel like that's like an attitude thing also.
Oh, Carlos Vela has always had an attitude.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Yeah,
but he's admitted that he likes basketball and soccer is just like passive time.
What do you think is like the modern step for players after soccer nowadays? Like, do they go into business? Do they usually save their... I feel like there's always... Answer in a bit. I feel like there's always... some sort of other business plan because those fools do live a rich lifestyle and like
a lot of them open up bars.
You need to maintain it, right? Yeah.
Or they buy land. We've seen it in other sports, even in boxing. Like Chino Maidana bought land in Argentina.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah. But actually, like a little case right now. Actually, like a week ago, like a Liga MX female player. Mm-hmm. She actually retired at 24, 23, I think. Wow. Something like that. She barely had signed with Puebla 19 days ago, and she retired. She just said later.
Damn. Why'd she retire?
To do OnlyFans.
Oh, shit. She has OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Nicole Teja. She's
nice.
like Mexican American.
What's her OnlyFans? Is it like full on porn or?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't. I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't have it. Yeah, I'm
pretty sure she has of everything. I don't know. To quit, to retire from a sport.
I don't know, dude. Some girls sell.
I've heard people like OnlyFans girls. There's some that only like take lingerie pictures and shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what she does. I'm pretty sure she does of everything. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Is that the first example that's happened of that specifically?
In sports, yeah, but you and me were talking earlier about Paige Van Zandt, remember?
Yeah,
She's done it too as well.
Yeah, Paige Van Zandt, like she was a good fighter enough, right?
Yeah.
She was never going to be champion or anything, but good-looking girl. And now she does like OnlyFans with her husband, and she doesn't fight anymore, you know? Like,
who was the husband? Austin.
They do memes that his name is Van Zandt because he's such a bitch. You know?
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, he's like such a pussy. Like
he was in Bellator.
Yeah, he's very like embarrassing. I feel like don't be your wife's bitch either. You know, like you just look like a pussy. Like that's why I hate Matt Hardy in real life, and I hate like.
I hate Matt Hardy.
Yeah, like why is your wife now ex-wife? Funny actually. Why is your wife like fucking humiliating you in public, you know? Like, what the fuck, you know? But I don't know. Yeah, so that's crazy. When did she retire?
I think last week.
Yeah?
Like I said, she was only 23, 24, had barely signed to a new soccer team. She was playing in Necaxa before, the season before, but yeah, she did, and then signed to OnlyFans FC.
There's women at Liga MX?
Yeah, they have a league.
Oh, how
it's actually pretty good.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I think they started it 5 years ago, but it's pretty good. They have like big signings.
Oh, really?
Like they had one girl that won the World Cup with Spain last year. They have like they have a Dutch player. They have like a lot of foreigners actually, but that are elite. They won World Cup tournaments. They played in Real Madrid, Manchester, Liverpool. MLS also too. I think there was even a page when they were saying that Alex Morgan from, as you guys know, from the national U.S. women's national team was gonna sign to America or Monterrey, because those teams are the ones that are making the huge signings right now. As you see, even in the men's what's called draft right now, Chivas de Guadalajara signed Chicharito, so that was a big news actually this whole week too. Also, like it was trending. Yesterday they made a big ass presentation. The whole stadium was packed just to see him. And they also had Andres Guardado, who a lot of you guys know, a legend. After 17 years in Europe, finally decided to come back to Mexico and play with Club León, where he'll most likely retire. It sucks. He tried to go back to his childhood team, Atlas FC, the one who debuted him at 17. He gave him a call 2 times, but got denied for it. It wasn't the right time, the club said, to sign Andres Guardado. And yeah, so unfortunately that couldn't happen for him, but at least he's happy. He's back in Mexico, he said. Badass career. Lasted 17 years in Europe. I mean, that's hard for a lot of players to accomplish. You see a lot of them now, like, they stay in Mexico because they'll make more money, which I can't blame them either, or they'll go to, like, Saudi Arabia. Can't blame them for that either, you know? But a person that really wanted to be an example and just show that he could push through decided to stay in Europe and the top performing leagues, you know, where they expect you to be at your top level every single game, and training's just different over there. But yeah, I think it was time. He's 37 years old. He's gonna end his career well in León, a well-known team, 8-time league champion. If you guys are soccer fans, Liga MX started 3 weeks ago, and I'm excited to watch it too as well. But yeah, right now we're gonna get back into the Royal Rumble. What happened yesterday with Jake Paul? What the fuck? Logan Paul. Jake Paul's brother had a great match yesterday against Kevin Owens for the United States title, and the ending was badass. I can't wait to talk a little bit more about that, and then we'll move on to some other things after that. But yeah, Royal Rumble, Vince McMahon, allegations. That's a tough one to come out. I don't know. You guys could DM us and think. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen to Vince McMahon? Is he fucked? Will he come back? Well, what do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe you guys have more answers to this, or like I said, it's trending news right now at the moment. So we're as we go on, we're gonna be updating the soldiers, off-topic soldiers, about this news. And not only that, but we finally got our merch. Merch is dropping this week. We finally got it. Koba was rocking it yesterday. I'm gonna rock it today. We're actually gonna collab with another cigar page, a friend of mine, childhood friend of mine. So, yeah, I'm excited right now. After we finish this episode, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna link up with another channel and just have some fun, smoke some cigars, maybe some bourbon. Who knows? But yeah, so that's what we'll be doing right now at the moment. But yeah, what else do we have here? We have fan questions, actually. Fan questions since last week. I don't think we did them, actually. Ooh, there's one right here. Fan question. All right, number one, because there's a lot. What do you guys think about that soccer player that retired to do OnlyFans? Good for her. I think I would do it too if I were her. I don't know. I think women have better chances of making more money there than a guy would. I don't know how that works overall, but yeah, fuck it, go for it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing it, you know.
Oh, no, yeah. People didn't make it like that, but it was more like, oh shit, like she retired like already.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand.
That was the only thing.
But I don't know, man.
But yeah,
I support that 100%. You know, like
yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and good for her. You know.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like she can come back either. You know.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. What's the longest like a soccer player has retired and came back to play?
Like to actually play a full?
Yeah, like an actual, not a friendly, like oh, this dude got re-signed, you know? Has that ever happened anyway?
Yeah. Actually, but that was only one game. I would say Marco Van Basten. Your brother knows him.
Oh, really?
He retired at 28 in 1995 and came back in 2010 or 9 to play a game like an actual Champions League game or something against Barcelona.
That's a little weird.
He scored a goal.
Oh, really? Damn.
And
because I feel like you see it a lot in fighting where like, oh, this dude retired. Like GSP, right? Comes back 6 years later to fight for a title.
Yeah,
and
you don't really see that in soccer, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
They'll give you like one match or like a tribute match.
But really?
After like 6 years, like what happens most of the time is that they'll play like in, say I'm playing in MLS and Europe and Mexico like 10 years straight, and I'm 31. Nobody really wants me anymore. It's hard for me to get a team.
Yeah.
I'll start playing like in little indoor soccer teams, or actually like soccer games at the park where they give them like $200 to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's
kind of sad too.
You think so?
I wouldn't be doing that. I'll just end it, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier, right? When people don't know when to walk away and shit like that.
I think probably the best things that people could do, like when they retire from sports, is be like the broadcaster or having your own.
Not everyone's good at that, though. Remember?
No, actually, they're not. You're right.
Yeah, like sometimes, like athletes are the worst speakers ever.
They are.
Like, look at basketball players. Yeah, you know, we with the team. You know, we put in 100%. You know, we're a team.
Yeah.
Put in 100% and 110% and put 100%, and we're a team. You know, and it's like, oh my god, he's so inspirational.
Like you said,
give him a Nike deal. Like, dude, like what the fuck? Or even like I'll make fun of like UFC fighters too. Like when they did the UFC on Fox, which was cool, right? Like they had an actual panel, and then they would have foods like, no offense, like Tony Ferguson, like when you got him on the mat and he DDT'd you, like. And then Kevin Lee humiliated him. I want to talk to a real journalist. Let me talk to a real journalist. Like I don't even know what a DDT is. I think that's like a WWE.
I think Tony was feeling himself there. You could tell so much. Like,
no, yeah, definitely.
He thought he was like already in.
I thought Kevin Lee won that exchange. Like I thought he punked him out. Yeah, definitely. That was an underrated rivalry, by the way.
It was.
But anyway, that's when they had stars in the UFC.
Yeah.
Like think about it. Like we'll talk about that. And actually, I got a lot of good feedback on our talk about how the UFC does not have stars anymore. First of all, our episodes lately have been bangers. But anyway, that even foods like Kevin Lee, that like for example, like you clown on or like oh like blah blah blah, like I would rather watch Kevin Lee than half of these fucking fighters they have right now.
Actually dedicated, I can give him that.
Yeah, or like fuck his skills, like just the interest in him and like his promo.
Dedicated as I mean, where remember he would fly to Joe Rogan, podcast, or he would be flying to other places just to be on a channel.
Yeah, instead like I don't want to see Sean O'Malley and the Nelk Boys acting like they're 19.
Like Sean is only going to Nelk or some other place where he's guaranteed a big platform, you know, where Kevin Lee would actually like take the couple of bucks he had at the time, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
he made a true investment.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like even someone like Kevin Lee that like was a mid-carder and never won the belt. The fact that he's more interesting than any of the stars, quote unquote, that they have now is like fucking insane. Like the level just went down.
Like you would think we were going up and up and up. Like, yeah, I thought like, oh, it's just gonna get better and better.
It's fucking not, yeah. Slap Fight League at the TBS this Friday.
Connor just left the shoes too big for everybody.
It's crazy, yeah.
He left a size 15.
Did you see the trailer for the Roadhouse movie he's gonna be in?
Oh no.
I guess he's playing like the bad guy. It looked pretty cool.
Nice.
It's a remake from like an old 80s movie.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like Roadhouse. It's with Patrick Swayze. I've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks... Jake Gyllenhaal, como que... Do you know who Jake Gyllenhaal is?
Yes, I know.
Como que su cara like me molesta. I don't know.
Why?
Do you ever have actors that like their faces bother you?
Not bother me, but for some reason I don't like seeing them.
That,
you know
yeah.
who it is?
Who?
Antonio Banderas. I don't know why. Like his
Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but for me, Banderas like his old movie, especially I don't know. I think because his early hits were like in the 2000s, and they have that stupid ass film.
Yeah.
Like
Desperado and all that shit.
I don't know. Like it's so like cliche the way it looks. You know, I don't know. That's what I think about it.
I feel like 2000 movies were like some toy ass movies, like where it's like they still had that. You can tell it's from the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, the Matrix movies, I was actually talking about that with my boss, and he's a little older than me. He's, like, 35. And he was like, oh, that's because you weren't around. Like, you were a kid back then. Like, you didn't know how big of a deal, like, the Matrix was. And, like, the Matrix, like, I think it's so cringe seeing, like, the slow-motion bullet dodging and, like, the fucking, like, with the big coats and the glasses. And, like, fuck.
It just looks like the Columbine shooters.
It looks fucking stupid to me. Like, it's, like... To me, that's, like, more embarrassing than, like, watching anime. Like, I'm serious. Like, to me, that's, like, anime. Like, it's silly to me. And I was saying that, like, dude, you can tell when some movies are, like, some 2000-ass movies like that. Like, there's movies like that, and then there's, like, a lot of,
what else?
Man, for sure Tom Hanks bothers me. Like, his face.
Spy.
Tom Hanks looks like a piece of shit to me. I don't know why.
He probably is. Owen Wilson. Man.
Spy Kids, Spy Kids. I never got into Spy Kids. No, that's not true. That's not true.
No, what's that? The Lava Girl and the...
A Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
like I never got into that. I never got into that, and also like, but that's not true. I was actually into. I used to watch Spy Kids, but I was a kid, obviously.
No, I meant the other one,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yeah. But another actor that bothers me is. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, como que su cara, like, I don't know. Oh, I fucking hate Jared Leto, bro. Like, really? I hate Jared Leto. Like, I hate how he looks. Like, I feel like he's not a real person. I feel like he's just so fake. He's so Hollywood for me.
Oh, yeah, no,
like, you want to have a band, but then you're an actor, and then you hear, like, how he acts backstage, where, like, when he played the Joker in the Suicide Squad, the worst Joker ever, by the way. That like, oh, he used to act crazy backstage to try to get into character, and he used to, yeah, exactly. Like everyone wants to be like method actor, and like, dude, you're Jared Leto, the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. Shut the fuck up. Like, you will never be. Jared Leto will never be legitimate in my fucking eyes. Mm-hmm. And even then, like when they go to the UFC fights, like, what the fuck are you there? Like, I know you're just there to fucking be there. Like I don't know. Like Jared Leto, fucking his face bothers me. Jared Leto, Tom Hanks, Jake Gyllenhaal. They all seem so fake to me. I don't know. Tom Hanks is like a fucking asshole. Like,
to me, it just looks boring.
Yeah, I mean, his movies are fucking boring, too. Like, Tom Hanks has never, like, wowed me. Like, I was talking about that the other day, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, Philadelphia, fucking Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I don't
give a fuck. Like, another actor that I was talking about with my siblings that never wowed me was, like, George Clooney. Like, I never heard of, like, wow, this George Clooney movie was fucking amazing, and it made me feel things I've never felt before, and I was really rooting for his character. No, I'm not saying he fucking sucks. He's obviously a good actor, right? But I never understood the George Clooney hype. I don't hate him, though. No me la asco su cara. His face doesn't annoy me. But George Clooney is another actor that never wowed me. Never, like, I don't know. I never felt that way about him before. He's fresh as fuck, though.
Who's an actor that you really, like that just, you like the vibe of them and shit?
Honestly, way before even the memes, and you could attest to this, I've been a Ryan Gosling fan for fucking years. Like, over 10 years. Over 10. I've been a Ryan Gosling fan.
So he told me Place Beyond the Pines in 2014.
Yeah. 15? And before that, my sister had the Blu-ray of Drive that, like, I'm looking at right now. Look.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's fucking right here. Boom. Like, obviously he's had movies way before that, right? He was Notebook and stuff like that. But him, like, for example, like, I don't all the actors I mentioned right now, like, what's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie that's better than A Place Beyond the Pines? That's better than Drive? Like, I don't know. Nightcrawler's pretty fucking good. Like, Nightcrawler's a good Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Yeah, I don't think he sucks at acting, but I've never felt anything with him. Like, I'll even fucking give old Johnny Depp that. Young Johnny Depp, I mean. Young Johnny Depp was awesome. Blow, Donnie Brasco, like he's fucking solid as fuck. Before he lost his fucking mind and then, like, ooh, I live in Paris now. Like, ooh, like, I wear 10 rings in one hand and, like, I have glasses and a little hat. Like, I like authenticity with performers, from comedians to actors.
You think he was just trying to get his own luck there before?
You know what I like? What? From, like, De Niro and Al Pacino and, like, when they're in movies, the first thing that you think of is, oh, that's fucking Al Pacino. That like you'll watch his mañas on set, on screen, and you'll be like, oh, like, he's being so Al Pacino right now. Oh, De Niro's like so fucking De Niro. Like, it's them. You don't. And other people will disagree, like, oh, well, that's not real acting, because real acting is supposed to suspend your belief and make you forget who they are.
I think it's always good when you improvise your own little things in there.
Yeah, or like, oh, that was such a fucking De Niro mañana, like, when he scratches his head, and, like, to me, that's, like, cool. Like,
I think that's, like, your signature move almost in acting. You know?
Yeah, like, you're, like, not a real person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, where, like,
I think that's pretty cool to have, you know, like, oh, like, or, like, even with Quentin Tarantino, like, where people know the red apple cigarettes, you know? I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, little things like that. I mean,
trademarks going on.
Yeah, like, little things that you notice that they don't take over the scene or the whole movie, right? Like, it's not like the movie's about red apple cigarettes. But it's like, oh, like, little thing, like, oh, that's so Quentin, you know?
Like, if you've seen another Quentin Pulp Fiction or whatever, like, you know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It makes you feel like you know the person, and I think that makes it much more personal.
Yeah.
And that makes it much more fucking better. Like, I feel that same way with comedians too. Like, I don't want to fucking hear about your ex-girlfriend and stuff like that. Like, I don't want you to see if you can make fun of the crowd. Like, nah, like, tell me something about yourself. Like, say something funny. Like the John Mulaney special, like the one where he got out of rehab that I just watched with my brother. It's so fucking
when
good.
Did it get released?
I like a year ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
But it's so fucking good, dude. Like, it's so, like, wow, like, he actually did bits and he did jokes and he didn't talk about Trump or Biden once. Like, that's fucking amazing. Like, he didn't talk about COVID. He didn't talk to the crowd. They paid to see John Mulaney do stand-up and tell jokes, and John Mulaney did stand-up and tell jokes, and that was the best fucking special I've seen in a long time.
I think that's what people appreciate the most.
Yeah.
Crowd work eventually, like, I don't know. Like you said it earlier in a couple episodes before. I mean, the people are there to enjoy the show, not to be part of the show, you know?
Yeah, like, some people are shy,
you know? Imagine I would, like, what if I fucking paid some badass seats and I want to enjoy the show and not be part of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, now I feel like I have a task in front of me.
Yeah, a fat fuck like Renee Vaca's gonna call you fat, you know? Yeah. Like what the fuck? Like, haha, cool. Like, all right, cool. But I don't know, man. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I'll do respect, you know? Yeah. But yeah, like, it's going back to the acting thing, like, when you could put in that little flavor of yourself, and I feel like that goes with us too with podcasting. Like, you know, we always try to make it like a little off topic, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it a little us, a little. I like to be able to. I like for my listeners to be like, oh, you know, that was such an H idea, or that was such a Koba segment. Like, you know, that was such a. You know, that was such a his idea. Like, what I love about Curb, or no, a Seinfeld. My brother and I always like to be like, that's such a Larry David joke, or that's such a Jerry joke. And you can tell, like, oh, like, for sure Jerry wrote that part. Like, to me, that's, like, so fun. Like figuring that out as a fan.
You're in the Curb too, yeah, you're right.
And I feel like as content creators, like, seeing it. You appreciate it? Yeah, you appreciate it. Or, like, content creators, like, oh, man, like, I want people to be like, oh, that was a funny thing that, like, you can tell that was Henry's idea, or you could tell that was Koba's idea. You're correct. You know, like, make it your own, you know? I think that's important as content creators.
Definitely. I mean, it's just evolutioning the ideas, you know, not just sticking to one.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That shit's good. That's what it all is. Anyway, dude, you got a fan question right there?
I had one, actually.
Let's do one. Fan questions, fan questions. Well,
I answered one earlier, but I have another one here.
Oh, did you really? When I was taking
it was just a basic one.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
No disrespect.
No, the fan question is, Koba. No, it's more for you, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Koba, do you like bike riding, or do you like those RTVs? Yeah, he meant to say RTVs.
I don't do any of that. I don't even know how to ride a bike. That's a stupid fucking question. Stupid question. Because I don't do any of that stuff.
Things we go on hikes.
I don't do any of that stuff. I think like ATVs and like off-roading is kind of nerdy. I think that's not fair, actually. You know what? I don't want to be a hater.
Let's just say
I feel like the people I've seen that go off-roading are not people I want to hang out with. You know what I'm saying?
But we just don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really go.
I like a clean car, you know?
Yeah.
I like my Camry clean, dude.
Like, I don't want to be bumping into rocks, you know?
Yeah, speaking of fucking bumping into shit, fucking Vols the other day. Oh my god, Vols. Vols gave the worst performance in Republic history last night. This fool always talks about me, fool.
Sorry, Gabe, for the cup.
Yeah, we've been going to Republic for like 2 years, right?
More
than 2 years. And this fool fucking breaks a fucking glass. Not on purpose, like he wasn't mad or anything. And he breaks a vaso, and I was so embarrassed. Dude. I had my hoodie on for a little bit. I didn't notice. And you told me to take off your hoodie, and I was like, oh, fuck, I have my hoodie on. Like, it was so embarrassing. So, Vols, you owe me a fucking beer, dude. All right? That shit was a horrible fucking performance. You cut an Ultimate Warrior-ass promo, and now I'm calling you a promo. When you come to my bar, son, you make sure you clean the seats. You make sure you wipe the countertop. And you don't break a single piece of fucking glass when you're in the Republic on 546 Shoppers Lane. You're in Koba's spot, and you will respect Koba's spot. Before I go down to Alvy's and smack up a couple of people there, and maybe break some bottles at Alvy's, maybe smack a couple bouncers there too, yeah? That's how you cut a fucking promo, boss.
Boyle High School?
Child's cool, like. Oh, man, don't even get me started on that promo, but that's the fucking homie, you know? But anyway, H, it was a beautiful day today. We're going to go meet your boy right now. You want to shout him out a little bit?
Yeah, shout out to Hugo's page, Hugo Smokes. Follow him on Instagram, actually. If you
He reviews different types of crack every week. No, I'm just kidding.
He reviews different types of
champagne.
Different types of cigars, Robustos, Churchills, whatever you guys like, you know? So if you guys have Instagram, make sure you check him out. Hugo Smokes. Check out his YouTube channel, too. It's pretty great. He's been collabing with a lot of other cigar smokers with their own cigar fan pages. So yeah, go check them out. We're actually gonna be on it at 6:30 live.
And you can check us out at Off Topic Podcast 34 on Instagram. Hit our link tree and you will see all our stuff, all our goodies there. Do not miss out on us, guys. All right, be sure to go check us out at Off Topic Podcast 34 on Instagram. Email us your fan questions. Don't ask me stupid shit like, do I use ATVs or bikes? at offtopic podcast34@gmail.com. There's a million fucking ways to contact us. Let us know, man. Let's do some business. Let's answer some questions. I'm Koba the Gorilla.
And I'm H.
And we are out, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
I guess he didn't.